Hello everybody. In this screencast we're going to look at in-class assessment 2, which focuses also on UITableViews. And basically it's a very simple app. It has 4 screens. There are 4 screens. And these 4 screens, they focus on what? It's a screen that, it's a tasks, very simple tasks. Task has a name, has a category, and has a priority. And basically you have a list of tasks. Clear all, clears all of them. Add new, takes you here. You add, give it a name. Select a category, takes you here. You pick a one of the categories, goes back, and then priority, right? Set up a priority. Click submit. The task object gets sent back. The list refreshes, and that's it. So basically, that's the task. And then you can also do other things, like for example, you can delete something. You can sort, and so on. We'll look at that in a little bit. All right. Good. So let's go in and start doing things. All right. So here we are. Why don't we embed it in a view controller? So let's do this. So I'm going to. What if I run it? Does it show these images? Why these images are not showing up? All right. Here are the images. It's unreachable. Okay, good. So these are unreachable. That's fine. Needs to show. Okay. So when we run it, I would like to see why these images are not showing up. Let's run this again. Oh, here they are. They're showing up now. Okay, good. So when you click on add new, we go in from here, control space, show, and I'm gonna embed this into a view controller. So let's do this. Embed into navigation controller. All right, here we are. Click select, it takes you here. Show also. We're good here. And this guy, it goes to the task details. So what I'm going to do is, because this is dependent on where you select, right? So I need to pass the task information. So I'm going to go from here to here and show. That's how you go from here to here. Okay, good. So I have all the segues set up, the main segues, right? Select, submit, clear all. Okay, so now what happens when I run it? Does it transition? There it is. Add new, takes me here. Select, takes me here. And I can go back. Okay, good. All right, we're good here. Now, all right. So what I'm going to do also is I am going to, let's start with the category one, right? So basically, in order to do this, I know that I have to go in. Assistant. Here it is. I need the table view controller to be set up here. The table view, I mean. The cancel, also the cancel clicked. All right, here it is. And let's set up the cell here. Add the cell. Table view cell, and I'm gonna call the cell the reuse identifier. I'll call it the category cell. Cat cell. Category cell. Here it is. Copy that from here to here. Alright, I'm just gonna paste it here somewhere. Here's the category cell. Now similarly, I need to set up, okay, here's the table view. I need to set up the delegate and data source. This is the data source and this is the delegate. So we are about there. Okay, go back again to the class for this, which is the select category view controller. Here it is. Okay, cool. It's very straightforward. I'm going to use notifications. It's exactly like the assignment, so anyhow. So this one is self.viewController, self.navigationViewController.pop through. So that takes care of popping and going back. Now let's do the extension. Select view controller, extends UI table, delegate, and data source. Okay, here we are. And you are given all the categories. You see here, there is static class that gives you the categories. So go here, fix the stubs. Okay, so let cell equal to table view dot dq, the identifier and index path. All right, so basically this is the identifier. Here it is. Okay, so cell dot text label dot text equal to data dot categories of index path dot row. All right, because we have these categories, we can use them. Right, there's a missing stub. All right, here it is, and this one is return number of rows. Return data dot categories dot count. Okay, cool. So we are done here. I think we are. And then we also on select table view did select row at item. So we do a notification, right? Text view equals okay dot text. Okay, cell table view dot dq cell dot text label dot text. All right, must be unwrapped. Okay, so let's unwrap it. I don't know why it's not happy here, but let's run it and see. At least we'll get to see them, right? Here it is. Add a new one. Select the category. Here are all of them. Cancel goes back. Select. Cancel goes back. Now this is very straightforward. In order to finalize this, when you click, I need to send it back. So I'll do the notification center dot default dot post and name and object. Name is notification name. Give it a name, and let's say for example send category. All right, and then the object is going to be data dot categories of index path dot row. All right, and we're done. And then you just pop the previous view controller, go back in. Right, here it is. This is this is going back. Cool, that's it. That's this view controller. All right, done. This is the categories. Let me copy this because I need to register some things on the other side. All right, what's the other side, which is the tasks view controller. I need the name of the notification, so I will do here notification center dot default dot add observer and here it is. The observer is self. The selector, we're gonna come back with a selector, which is going to be objc objective C. Function, and it is on receive category, right? And this is going to be a notification. All right, okay, and there is nothing it returns. Okay, here is the selector. Object C, here it is. Oh, at object C, sorry. All right, here it is. We good. Notification name, here is the exact same notification name. Okay, cool. So here is the notification, and here is the category. So we can just do var. Okay, so basically we could say category equals notification dot object as string. Here it is. Okay, cool. So now we're able to bring back that string. In order to display it, we need the label. Oops, so I put it in the wrong function. So it's not in the tasks view controller. It's not in the tasks view controller. It's in the add task view controller. So copy this. We might need it, so I'm gonna copy this from here. I copied it. Right. We don't need this here. Add task view controller. That's where we're gonna do this. Here it is. Okay. And in the add task view controller, we need the label. Right. So I need that label. Alright, and then we're gonna call it the category label. There it is. Here's the category label, and then when you receive it, we just say category label dot text equal category. All right, cool. So we're able to get the category. Done. Here we go. Add new. Select a category. Work on professional. Select another category. Education and learning. Urgent. So we're able to get the category. Good. Now we can enter the name and submit. Right. So basically, I need the submit button. Here's the submit button here. On submit, clicked. Here it is. Okay, good. So now, and we need the name. Alright, so here is the name text field. Right, here it is. So here is let name equal to name text field dot text. Let. Alright, here it is. Okay, let priority. Okay, cool. Let. Okay. And I need also this guy. What is the selector? So I need the selector. Priority selector. Here it is. That's the name. And I need the priority. Let priority, or let's say var priority equals, let's say, high. Or very high. Alright, and then I can do the selector. Okay. So let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, good. So now I'm able to do some checks to see if name is empty. I'm going to show a alert dialog. If category is equal to nil, I'm going to show an error. Else if, sorry. Else if actually else then we go ahead because it's something is pre-checked, so the priority something is already pre-checked. Name is empty, so we are good. So if everything is good here, then we need to figure out the priority. So basically I have the selector segmented control, so you see the priority selector dot index gives you the index, right? So basically I can do check some of the index stuff here. So there is a priority str. You see here, if you look at the object that they provided, there is a priority integer and priority string, because they say that you will sort by priority. So in order to sort by priority, very high is the highest priority, and anything else is lower. So basically, if you look, very high is the highest, and then this is lower and lower and lower. The lowest is very low. Okay, good. So now in order to do this, I need also the priority variable. So var priority equals the selector priority selector dot segmented index. All right, so that's the number. I'll do the number of, okay, what I'm going to do is it's the number of segments minus the priority selector minus dot the segmented index. So this is just to take care of, to make sure that whatever is to make it higher. So basically here it is. So basically if you look at the image here, that the one at section 1 or section 0 is very high, and then 1 is high, and so on. So I want to flip that order, so I just subtract it from the number of sectors. Okay, so now, okay, or number of segments. Okay, here it is. So I have the priority now, and then the other one is just straightforward. I just check to see if priority selector dot index selected index is equal to 0, then it's very high, and so on. So if it's selected to 0, then priority equal to very high. Else if, and I'm going to include this here. Here it is. And Control C, Control V, Control V, and Control V. So otherwise it's high. It's equal to 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is medium. and low and very low. Alright, so we have that. Now I can get let the task equal task of, here it is, the name is name, the category is category, priority is priority, and str, priority str is priority str. Alright, good. So we have that. These are need to be unwrapped. So here is the task. So now all what we have to do now is send the task back. Alright, so we have the task, send it back to the tasks view controller. Same story. I'm gonna copy this code from here to here. Tasks view controller, here is that, here it is, and I'm going to say send new task. Okay, on receive task, new task. Alright, and we don't need this here, and let task equal notification as task. Okay, and then basically we just append it. So we do tasks dot append task. Alright, here it is, on receive new task, which is this one. Okay, cool. So now this is the name of the notification. Let me copy this from here, add new task. So what it does at that stage is that it posts. This is the notification name, task, and all that stuff goes away. Alright, here we are, lowercase t. Here's the task. Okay, perfect. So we can send it back. Task details, or let's say add new task, task view controller. Let's say print here, put a breakpoint, and I'll show you that the task is being sent back. Okay, here it is. I know it's a lot of details, but this is exactly like the assignment. So add a new one. Here's the name of the task, select work on professional, make it medium, click on submit. And basically if you look at the breakpoint, here's the task, medium 3, work on professional, and here is the name of it. This is also added into the tasks. See here, it's added into the tasks. So we're good. So that's added into the tasks. Life is good, and we're able to do this. Okay, so now let's display some tasks. So we're able to add a task. Now let's display some tasks. So in order to do that, let's go back to here. Let's set up this guy. So this guy, we have clear all, we have table view. So let's go, just drag and drop here, table view. We have the table view outlet. Okay, good. Now clear all, on clear all clicked. Okay. Okay, we added an action, and similarly this one. Add new, we don't need an action for it, so I'm gonna cancel. This is on ascending, ESC sort clicked. Alright, this is ascending, and then the other one is descending. So this one on DSC. Clicked. Alright, good. So we're done here. We have this guy. We need the label, also the sort label. Do this sort label. Alright, so we have the sort label. Good. So that's done. Let's do an extension. Tasks view controller, data source, table view, delegate. There it is. Okay, now this guy we need to set up data source for to be here, to be the view controller, and the delegate also to be the view controller. Okay, now let's go back to tasks. So now what I'm going to also do is let's create a cell. So let's create a new So you see here, each cell has 1, 2, 3 labels, right? So I'm not going to use tags like we used before. I'm just going to create a new file and Cocoa Touch, here it is, and I'm going to pick UITableView cell and create as a nib. Create the nib file also. Here it is. To create two files for me. See here, it will create two files, the table view cell and the table view cell. Right? I need to give it a better name, so I'm gonna delete these. Move to trash. All right. Do it again. Create a new group. Let's say create a new group. Call it views. All right. Then inside views, right-click new file. Or touch. I'll call it, for example, the task table view cell, and check that box to create a nib file, and where in the views, and create, and here it is. It created a file which is called task table view cell. Okay, I'm gonna copy the name of it, and it created a nib file. You see here, which is the layout for the cell, right? So now I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, add some labels. Label here is one. Is one label. One. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. 3 labels. Here they are. And make it a little bit bigger. Add the constraint. 1, 2, 3. Add. Here's the first one. Second one, the same thing. Okay. And then the last one also the same thing. Here we are. Here it is. And what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3. Standard also. Add that. Similarly, this guy. 1, 2, 3. Add the constraint. And here we are. Remember, the one at the bottom, we need to set up a constraint for it, which is add constraint, a bottom constraint. Here it is. Add that constraint. And make sure that it is greater than or equal to, and we put it. Alright, so we have these 1, 2, 3. Now we also have the class that it's called. Here it is, and I'm going to make it also the reuse identifier. So here we are. We go here. I'm going to use that as the reuse identifier also. Now notice something. When I do this assistant, you see here it opens up the class, right? So now I can go from here and drag and drop and give it a name. So this is called name label. No more tags. Here is name label. Let me copy this from here. Control C, Control V. Name. Priority. And category. Right. So the category is the second one. Okay. So the category is the second label. And the priority is the last label. Alright. Good. Here we are. Make it a little bit bigger here and make this guy a little bit bolder. So we go here, make it bold. Alright, so we have the name, this one is the category, and so on, and the priority. So we have that already done. We have this label done. Now what we also need to do is in the tasks view controller, we need to tell the table view about this new table view cell that we created. Right, so we need to register it to the so that the table view knows about it. Okay, and this is very straightforward. But if you want to use it, you can do it this way. So self.tableview, the table view that we have, we need to tell it to register. All right, and it needs a nib. So basically, it's looking for that nib file. Right. So basically, to register it to a nib, you do this UI nib. And then you pass it on the nib name, right? We pass it on the nib name. Here is the nib name, which is the name of the nib, and the bundle is nil, which becomes the default name, and then the reuse identifier. Okay, remember the reuse identifier. So basically, let's go back again. The nib file is called this, so I'm going to copy it. And then what I also did is that the reuse identifier is also the same name. So if you click here, you see here the identifier is the same name. Okay, so basically, all I have to do is do this and this, the same. So basically now you're registering, you're telling the table view about the presence of this, so it can use it in the create all these queues of or pool of of views that you can use and so on. So now here, let's say let cell equal table view dot dq. Here is the identifier and index path. Here it is, return cell. All right, good. So here we are. Now let task equal to tasks dot task at index path dot row. All right, and then you see here now the beauty of doing this is that you can say as, and then to give it the class name. Here it is. Now you could do this, name label dot text equal task. No more tags and all that stuff, name and so on. You can do all the other ones. Control C. So you have a name, you have a category, and you have a priority label. This is the category, and this is the priority string. All right, cool. Okay, so now we also need the other method which returns the number of rows per section. Return task.count. All right, good. So now if we run this, I think it should work. Let's add some tasks just so that you can see what I'm doing here. All right, so in order to add some tasks, let's say just to test, okay, so let's say tasks dot append task. All right, here is the name. This is task 1. Category is, I don't know what these categories are. Let's say priority is very high. Let's say 5, which is going to be very high, and this is going to be very high. All right, so copy these. This is 1, 2. I'll add 3 tasks. Task 2, task 3, and we make it 3, 2, 4, and 3. Okay, high and medium. Okay, I think it's let's see, I am not sure that it's 4, 5 and 3. Yeah, it is 4, 5 and 3. Yes, 4, 5 and 3, because high is index 0 and the number of elements in the priority are 5, so it's going to be 5, priority 5. Good, so we're good. Now let's look at the categories. I really don't know what these categories are. What are the possible categories? So let's have a look. This data, let's say the first one is work and professional. Where is that? Okay, here is work and professional. The other one is home and family. Okay, here is home and family. And then the last one is going to be finance. Good. All right, here we are. Okay, so we have the tasks. Now if we run this, it should display the tasks. You see, because now we have wired everything. So now we go here, task 1, task 2, task 3. You see, it's very clean, and we have the nib file which describes how you want to display things, and we're good. So this is the tasks, right? So on clear all is easy. On clear all, you just say tasks dot clear dot remove all, right? And then you tell the table view to reload. So table view dot reload data. So now we can test that one also. That's the on clear. 2 lines. Here it is. Clear all. We're done. Good. So now the direction and sort and so on. So basically, in order to do this, I will do this. So basically, to order to sort, you want to sort in ascending or descending by priority. Okay, good. So basically, I'm going to do something like this. Let's see. So tasks dot sort by, here it is, T1 and T2. And then you just return T1. This is in ascending order, is less than T2. T2 dot priority. You're sorting by priority dot priority. So that's this sort, and the other one is the opposite. Control C, Control V. T1 is greater than T2. So now let's run it, and you will see. Here it is. You click on this one. Now it's sorting in. Okay, let's run it again. Oh yeah, we have to notify the adapter. So basically, see, you have to tell the table view to reload. Otherwise, it did sort, but so Control Z, this line, we have to tell the table view to redraw, right, which means reload the data again. After you sort, reload, right? Okay, here we are. We click here. You see here they are sorted in ascending order, this in descending order, ascending order, descending order. This label is very easy to handle, so I can change the label. So we already have the label, text sort label dot text equals, and so on. So this is the sort label and sort label. Okay, cool. So now let's have a look at what we had here. I think it's already there in the in the text. I can copy it. All right, good. So now sort by priority and sort by priority. This is in descending order. This is ascending order. Okay. All right. So when we add a new task, we need also to obey what the sort order is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do var sort order equal to, by default is going to be the DESC, the descending order. Okay. And then when you pick, Control C, and I'm going to create a function that does the sorting, because I'm going to call that function every time I need to sort. So let's do this, tasks view controller. So I'm going to do refresh the sort. So function refresh sort. Okay, and it's going to look at the sort order. So basically it checks to see if sort order equals to DESC, else it does the other one. So basically it will do something like this, and whatever is going to be displayed here is going to be the sort order. Okay, here it is. And then basically now it is going to do this, either it's sorting in ascending or in descending. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this code. This is the descending code, here it is, and this is the ascending code, here it is. Okay, and basically all what I have to do here is just set up the text and call the method. So basically here, if you want to sort in descending, sort order equal to DESC, and you just call refresh sort. All right, otherwise we do ASC and refresh sort. Okay, cool. So whenever we want to sort, we just do this. Cool. So now all what I'm going to do is when you add a new object, when you add a new one, okay, so if that's the case, this is the sort order, and table view, appending stuff, right? So basically we can just go and say refresh sort. Okay, we can do something like this. Or we don't need to do it here, but we are adding some, so let's do this. And then when you receive a new task, you append and then you refresh sort. All right, so let's try and see. Let's see. Here we are. Here it is. And it's sorted by priority in descending order. Okay. Let's add a new item. Let's say task 4, and it's in descending order, right? So let's say very high, and let's do the category as urgent, very high, submit. Okay, we never did the submit here, or what? Or we're adding, but we're not popping. So let's see, why is it not popping? Okay, let's see. Add task view controller, submit notification. Okay, on submit, and then we need to pop. So basically the pop is, we never popped. So let's say self dot navigation controller dot pop view controller to true. All right, so let's run this again and see. Add a new object. We call this task 4. Okay, and it's very high. We do this urgent, and I click on submit, and you can see that task 4 is very high. It's at the top because it's sorted in descending order, right? So let's add another one. So this means let's make it very low, and this is task 5. Let's say task 5. Click on submit. Okay, we clicked on submit. Why is it not going back? Okay, and very urgent. Click on submit, and you see here it's very low, right? Descending order, it obeys the click here, click on this one, click on this one. Now you see they are sorted in ascending order, right? So if we add something else, let's say test and home and family, and we add it as very high, submit, and you see home and family very high, it's listed at the bottom because in ascending order. So we can take care of that. Okay, clear all, add a new one, here it is, and click here, home and family, submit, here it is, clear all, and we have all of the stuff done. We have one more thing to add, which is the addition of to go to the next screen. If you click on one of these items, it's very easy also. So basically, if you click, we want to go to here, right? So in order to go here, we know that we're going to send a task. So I go into this task details, create a variable, call it task question mark, because it's optional. And now we go back to, we call this segue something, right? So this segue is tied up to, not to the button or to the table view, it's just tied up to the to here, right? So now we go here, we say, for example, go to task details segue. Okay, here it is. Copy that, we go here. Good. So now if we go back here and we select the tasks view controller, where is that here? Tasks view controller, here it is. Now on, here it is, table view, on select, did select row at item, and this is where we want to segue. Okay, good. So now what we want to do is that I would like to get, so basically when you select, I'm going to segue. So I'm going to do this. Let's see. I'm going to say self.perform segue with identifier. Segue with identifier. Here it is. And here is the name of the segue. Sender is self. And that's it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to prepare for segue. Here it is. Prepare for segue. If segue dot identifier is equal to here it is, then what we want to do is let the view controller that we're going to equals to segue dot destination as task details view controller, right? And then we'll do, now we need the task. So but the problem is the task, we need to get it from the table view because you selected it. So basically I'll do it like this. let the task equals to the table view dot selected item. So item index path of selected item at rows, or at selected rows, row. So basically this is the index path of the selected row, but be careful because this is a optional index path of the selected item. Okay, good. So now we know we are here only because we clicked on one of the items. So one of the items is selected. So I can do it like this. I could do tasks of here and then unwrap this one. So now I have the task, vc.task equal task, and we're good. So now what if, okay, now let's run this and see, okay, what's going to happen. Table view dot index of selected path, index no exact matches in call script. Why is it not happy here? Let task equal to self dot tasks. All right. Oh yeah. Dot row. This is the index path, but you need to get the row. Oh, sorry. Tasks. Sorry. Dot row, right? So you need to get which row, because index path has both section and row, right? So here we are. Click here, goes there. Perfect. Go back. You see this one is still selected. If you click here, the other one is selected. So now to deactivate the selection, you do this. Self dot table view dot deselect and deselect row at index path. Index path is table view. Sorry, table view dot, here it is. That's the index path that I would like to deselect, and true. Okay, so now after I pass on everything, I can deselect the row so that when I come back, the row is not shaded. So look here, click here, go back. The row is not shaded anymore. Okay. So now to do the delete is very easy. You just notification, and then that notification is you are listening to it in the tasks view controller. You delete it and refresh the table. Right. So here it is. And then this is very easy to do. Right. All right. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.